In June 2017, police conducted a welfare check on mother of 5, Angela Gagne. They discovered her dead in her ransacked Fort Worth home. She'd been beaten and shot to death. Police soon learned that Angela had recently called 911, reporting that her boyfriend Quan Holmes was abusing her. As investigators dug into the relationship, they discovered that this wasn't the first time Holmes had been violent. When evidence pointed to Quan and his brother Zondadric Holmes having been at Angela's house at the time of the murder, police put out arrest warrants for them. They brought Zondadric in, but found that Quan had left town, fleeing to Florida. Police tracked Quan down and questioned him about Angela's murder.
Thank you much, sir. Appreciate it. You gotta go take care of what you need to take care of? Yeah. There you go, man. Sir, can you get it? Yeah. Need help?
I think I got it.
Hey, kind of tough with the cuffs on it. Straw, give you a straw, bro.
Still can't tell me what's going on or what?
Some people want to talk to you.
From
Not
Texas?
the media. Yeah. Yeah. But not the media.
Okay.
And they'll be here shortly.
All right.
Let's close this for a second.
Quan, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Hey, I'm Detective Seville. This is my partner, Detective Pate.
Amen.
Get your hands.
We try to get those off, but you got different rules around here.
Hey, Quan, here's the deal. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce everybody. I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to get some information from you, and then we'll kind of explain to you what's going on and where it goes from here. Cool? All right. Today's date is July 17th, 2017. Time is 1:32 p.m. Central Time. Regarding service number 1754385, I'm Detective J. Cedillo, ID 3014, also present Detective E.C. Pate, ID number 3023. And you are Quan Holmes, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Quan, I know your middle name has been spelled a couple different ways that I've seen it. How do you spell your middle name?
T-I-A-K-E-I.
T-I-A-K-E-I.
K-E-I.
How do you pronounce that?
Taiki.
How's it spelled on your driver's license? Is it spelled wrong or is it spelled
I'm not sure because one of my documents got an L on it. My social security card got an L on it. So I don't know which.
So it's a couple different ways you see it, right?
But that's the proper way to spell it.
Okay. And your date of birth is what? Okay. And what's your home address?
Arlington, Texas.
Is that a house or an apartment?
Apartment.
Apartment number? What's the zip code in Arlington?
76014.
And what's your cell number?
I don't have one.
When's the last time you had one?
When I first got out of prison, I got a phone like 2 days, like the second day out.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, I moving too fast. I think I left it on top of a car or something. I don't know. Either way it go, I lost my phone.
Okay.
Somebody else got it. They was picking it up.
All right. Just for the record, you know where you're at right now?
Yeah, I'm in Okaloosa County Jail.
Okay. And that's in Florida, correct? Okay. Before we get started, I see you have water. Do you need a restroom or anything before we get started? Okay, you good? All right, I'm going to refer to you as Quan. Is that how you pronounce it, Quan?
Q1.
Q1. All right, Q1. Obviously, you're under arrest, and we are here to talk to you about the case out of Fort Worth. And basically, our job as detectives is to get everybody's side of the story. Everybody has a story to tell, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. Everybody has a side of the story. I can tell you, whether you want to believe me or not, to several people. 2 or 3 people are very close to you. And I can tell you that I have very specific details about what may or may not have happened that can only that only could have came from someone that was there,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And that's somebody that's very close to you that I've spoken to. So, like I said, our job is to try to get everybody's side of the story, and that's why we're here. And we'd like to get your side of the story because you cannot afford to let this story go untold and let some other people speak for you, including relatives, okay? So that's kind of where we're at, okay? So what we like to do is we'd like to have a conversation with you. I'll have some questions, you may have some questions, and we'd like to be able to have a dialogue here. Is that cool? So before we do that, there's some information that I need to read you. How far did you get in school, man?
Like GED.
So you at least got your high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you drop out of high school?
I did. I was at TYC. So I didn't really drop out of high school. I just went to TYC, and then when I was able to get a GED at TYC, I just got the GED, and then I didn't have to go to school no more.
Did you ever attend high school at all?
Yeah, Sam Houston.
In Arlington?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to other schools?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, man. So you can read pretty much, right? So I just need you to follow along here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to remain silent, not make any statement at all. Any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during questioning. If you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during questioning. You have the right to terminate this interview at any time. Having been read your rights, do you wish to talk to me about the case we're here about?
Only thing I want to tell you is I don't know who's telling you what or what's going on.
Let me ask you this. Before we go any further, I just need to know yes or no. Do you wish to talk to me about the case we're here about?
I'll tell you certain things. That's about it. I'll tell you certain things.
Okay. So you do wish to talk to me?
I wish to tell you certain things.
Okay. But okay, I understand you want to tell me certain things, but you do wish to talk to me, right? We're going to have a conversation here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So let me start. So you know the case that we're here about, obviously, right? Okay. We're here about a female, correct? Okay. What's her name?
Angelica.
Angelica. And her last name?
Kanye.
And how did you meet Angelica?
Facebook.
And how far back, or how did that happen?
And she started talking to me, and we communicated.
So she found you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We communicated, and she told me a few times come over.
Okay. You know when you met her?
I want to say like the first time I actually seen her in person.
Let's just say Facebook. Just when you first saw her and y'all started chatting.
I just got out of prison in April, so I would say May.
So early or late May?
Probably mid-May. I'm not sure because there's a lot of girls talking to me through Facebook.
So mid-May. Do you remember the first time you actually saw her face to face?
June, sometime in June.
Okay. Was it early or
early June?
Okay. And where did that meet take place?
At her home.
What street was that on?
Wood Beach.
You know the numbers?
I think, if I remember right.
And that's basically right there at West Creek and Alta Mesa.
Yeah, well, it's like right by the Social Security, like McCart.
Right, out of the way.
Well, yeah, like wherever that is right there. I know it's a main street right there. Alta Mesa, that's what it is.
So is that her house or a friend's house? Or
That's her house.
That's her house.
Mm-hmm.
So did she invite you over there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she obviously provided the address at some point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I actually picked her up from a club, and she was arguing with somebody, a guy named Juan.
Okay.
Well, not, Juan, some guy named Juan.
But this is after you've already chatted with her a little bit, right?
Yeah, but this is actually the first initial meeting. This is my first time meeting her. I met
So
her.
how did you know to go pick her up at the club?
She told me. I was initially supposed to go to her house, but my ride, I don't have a car, so my ride kind of was BSing around.
Mm-hmm.
So then by the time I got another ride, she was like, well, I'm at some type of bar club or something like that. So I was like, okay, so I went over there. So when I went there, she was in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying?
You know the club? Which club it was?
And I did, but I've never went to the club. It was my first time. It was like man,
What side of town?
I want to say that's like I know it was close to Elegance. So that's like the north side. What you call
that's
it?
on, that's like Belknap.
Belknap.
121 area.
Around that area. Around that area, Belknap, Sylvania.
So Elegance it's a strip bar, right?
Yeah, I think this club was a strip bar. I think it's a strip club too.
Was it right next door to it?
No, what's right next door is the old Club Chrome.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that club?
No, it wasn't that club. I want to say it's not really like a black club. It's like Mexicans and stuff like that.
So is it right next to Elegance or like a little bit down the road?
It had to be a little bit down the road because I know Elegance and Chrome is right by each other. So.
Okay, so it's further down somewhere.
Yeah,
all right.
somewhere.
So you met up there and you were riding with somebody, I guess, and y'all picked her up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there you went to her house?
Yeah, we followed the Mexican dude that she was arguing with. And
so she still jumped in the car with him?
No, she got in the car with me.
Got in the car with me. So then you ended up at her house?
Yeah, we went to her house.
Okay.
He was there first. He was already there.
So he met you guys there?
Yeah, he already there. He's got like keys to, I don't know, they had some weird shit going on.
His name's Juan?
Yeah, his name's Juan.
Hispanic guy?
Yeah, Hispanic guy. He got a black Charger. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. She said they was real good friends and stuff or whatever, but he was real aggressive with her when I pulled up. I just talked to him and calmed him down like, hey man, you're not sexual or nothing.
He's Hispanic, or is he kind of like...
He's Mexican, man. I've been in Texas all my life. He's Mexican.
So you know what a Mexican is.
Yeah, I know
somebody that's half and half, right?
He's Mexican.
Okay, all right. So you pull up there, does he have a problem with you guys being there?
Nah, he's really got a problem with her. He's like pulling on her and he's mad because she's trying to leave and I'm asking her like, hey man, why you call me into this? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? If you want to go with him, just go. I'm going to leave. I'm stopping my ride from leaving. Like, hey, I don't want to stay because initially I was supposed to just stay there. But she was like, hey, just come up here to the bar and we're going to ride back with my friend. I didn't know it was a male at the time. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized that, whenever they came out, some told me to have her come outside. So when she came outside, that's when he followed behind and they was arguing and tussling. And I'm like, hey man, what you call me into? But fast or skinny, you know what I'm saying? He calmed down. I got him to calm down and stop pulling on her. And then that was that. She got in the car with me and he burnt off and he was headed to her house and we went there and he was already there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was that.
So how did all that work out with all?
I mean,
you guys?
When we got there, I mean, my ride pulled off. When we got there, I got out. My ride pulled off. He had the garage door open and his car. He got a black Charger. He was on the side of on that street in front of our house. And apparently this guy's got like a key to her house or something. I don't know, but I really didn't. Like I said, I had just met her. So after a while, after I was there, I realized that you know what I'm saying, she was a prostitute. So I didn't know that at first.
Let's kind of just wait on that. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's just talk about that night. So did you end up staying there, or did Juan stay there?
Nah, Juan, he didn't stay there. He left. He left. Okay. And I spent
so she was probably pretty grateful you kind of helped her out of the situation, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so he didn't like rough her up there at the house or anything?
Nah.
So then, did you spend the night that night?
Yeah, I spent the night. I spent several nights there.
Okay. So you kind of headed off after that one night, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking this was early June when this happened?
Yeah.
You know what day of the week it was?
That I'm not sure of. I'm not sure of that. I kind of want to say Thursday or Friday, man, for some reason. Yeah, let me see. It might have been like Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man.
You know what time of night it was roughly when you guys ended up back at the house?
It's pretty late, probably about 11, 12, something like that.
Okay.
Between 10 and 12 o'clock at night.
All right, cool.
I know it was pretty late. The only reason why I remember that because I remember my ride, the first ride canceled on me.
So after this one night, I guess the next morning you get up, you end up leaving the house, or how does that work out?
The next morning I didn't leave. She didn't want me to leave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't leave. You know what I'm saying? The only time I would leave, she told me right then, the very next day, she told me she wanted me to live. She told me she didn't want me to leave. She wanted me to live with her. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you feel about that?
I wasn't really with it and I wasn't really against it. I was really still just trying to feel it out. I mean, she was a stranger to me. You know what I'm saying?
And this is Mama's address, right? On Trinity Heights?
Yeah, that's my
now you got a chick that's kind of inviting you to stay. So, I can see where you're...
Yeah, that's the part that's kind of making me be with it. I mean, because, I'm 30 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my mama's house and I'm trying to get a job. Arlington don't got a bus system. I can't get no job. When I get a job, everybody say they're going to take me to work. They don't want to take me to work. And I'm like,
so you're relying on other people.
Yeah, and this part work, I can get on the bus. This is a bus system, so I'm like, it might work, it might not,
So is it fair to say you stayed there for a few nights?
Yeah, I did.
How many nights do you think you were there?
Without even leaving at first, I know I at least was there like 2 or 3 nights before I even left the first time.
So what caused you to leave?
Because she was a prostitute and sometimes she would have people come over, and if she used to try to deny it, like she think I'm square or something like that, like, well, this dude, he pays my rent, and he's gonna come over here and chill a little bit, so if you could just leave for a little while and I'll call you type thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, well, y'all sexually active, no, whatever, but I don't believe that, but I just used to leave because I really didn't have no feelings involved, so I wasn't really tripping. I just,
Gotcha. So 2 or 3 nights into, at that point, did you really kind of get a feel for that, or when did you first feel that she was up to something?
I mean, I don't think she was up to something. I just think she's killing me without being all the way honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know she's selling, but I mean, my bad, I ain't even saying
all
that.
good.
You know what I'm saying? She tried to say she was a massage therapist, but I know something else was going on. And I think the other guy, I know the other guy wasn't. He like, I know he paid her rent a few times. The dude that she was arguing with, yeah. And they spent a lot of time together. You know what I'm saying? I got to leave when he come over too, so I ain't understand it. Like, for that night to be like that, and then now all of a sudden when he come, I gotta be gone and shit like this. So I don't know, man.
So did the house appear to be that type of house where she's doing either tricks or she's doing massage therapy?
Nah, man, it really didn't, man. Like, I really feel comfortable. Only time I didn't feel comfortable was like when I had to just leave, like just leave all of a sudden, like just leave, like just go, and he's on his way, and this and that, you know what I'm saying?
So kind of explain to me, what did the house look like?
It was a 2-bedroom house. It's garage, front door. I mean,
when you come in the front door, which way is the garage?
You come in the front door. Okay, it's a duplex actually. So like, if you come into the front door, the door's kind of like, you come up the sidewalk, the door's kind of like this. So when you come in the door, the garage is right there on the left.
On the left. Okay, and then the rest of the house opens up to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you come to the right is what? What part of the house?
The bedroom we used to sleep in.
Oh, before you get to the bedroom, obviously you have something before that.
The living room.
Okay, living room. Go down the hallway. Is there something before you get to the bedroom on the right? There's only one room to the right. Do you remember what room that is?
The bathroom.
Okay, so you get to the bathroom. Next room is her bedroom, or a bedroom?
Yeah. That's her bedroom. That's the bedroom we sleep in.
What we would call, I guess, the master bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay, what's after the master bedroom?
The other room.
Okay, is there like a laundry room in between?
Oh, yeah. It was a laundry room.
Laundry room, and then the second room. What was the second room? Was somebody staying there, or what was going on in the second room?
Okay, I got like what you call a stepson. I would consider my stepson. His mother died, which was my baby mother, and my daughter died. They died in a car wreck, and he didn't live there, but he had spent the night. He spent the night like a couple times there. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted him to, but she really told him that it was okay. Like, I told her, hey, my stepson's over there. I haven't seen him. I've been in prison. She was like, tell him come over. He's at work, whatever. He come over. Then she told him, like, you know what I'm saying? If you ever want to chill, you can stay here. I want your daddy here. So if you ever want to spend the night, you can spend the night. So it's a couple of times he spent the night.
Make sure we're on the same page. What's his name?
Cortez.
Cortez Sims.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is your wife's son that died in a car accident with your daughter.
Yeah, we wasn't married, but yeah.
And her name is Levita, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Levita Sims?
Okay.
And that happened, what, 4 or 5 years ago, sometime, maybe longer?
2010 when they passed away.
And she had a bridge or on the freeway, right? Or something?
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I was in prison. I really didn't understand.
She ended up dying in a fire, correct?
Yeah, her and my daughter.
Okay. Well, sorry to hear that, man. We're sorry, I'm sure. So past the second bedroom, okay, let me back. So let's just call him Cortez. Cortez would sometimes stay in that second room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then past the bedroom, what do you have at the end of the house?
Oh, the backyard. The kitchen and like a little
dining room?
Like a little dining room.
So the kitchen kind of wraps around kind of a little bit to the right?
Yeah.
Okay. And she has a very small backyard?
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's looking for that, you first talked about the garage. Can you kind of describe, was there a lot of tools out there? What's out in the garage?
Really nothing but a couch and some TVs that she gave me. She had two flat screen TVs. She gave me those. The couch, and like there's some damn chairs, and it was like some weird little lights up there and shit.
Okay, that's cool. I don't want to interrupt. I appreciate it.
So, does this look like the backyard there?
Yeah,
Okay. It's kind of small because you can always see the back fence and you guys are sitting at the porch at the table, right?
yeah.
And you know that guy there, right?
Yeah, that's my brother.
And he goes by Daedric?
Yeah.
His real name is what? Because I can't even...
Zon Daedric.
Zon Daedric. All right, so we've kind of talked about the house. So at what point, I guess, did Cortez come and start staying over there?
Maybe like that after I burnt out the first time when she needed somebody to come, like the second or third day, like the
So you, after 2 or 3 days of staying there, you ended up burning off, right? And how long were you gone before you came back?
I always came back.
So you came back that same day or the next day?
Yeah, same day.
Okay, like later on in the day,
Yeah.
a couple hours later? So, so at that point is when you said Cortez ended up coming over?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said, I know you initially invited him, but she gave him permission to
Yeah,
stay
she
there,
gave him
right?
permission.
So how did you get in touch with Cortez? Had you been in communication with him, or had you seen him all these years?
Facebook. I had talked to him on Facebook. The first day, the second day that I had got out of jail, he called me on my Facebook, like what's that, where you talk, video chat, I mean?
Yeah.
And he had a loud bullet wound in his arm. He had got, or his leg or something like
Yeah,
that.
he got shot at.
Yeah, he had got shot, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's how we got in contact through Facebook.
Initially? Okay.
Yeah, initially.
All right, so you offered him a place to stay, and he was cool with that, right?
I didn't offer him a place.
Or she did.
She did.
And both of you guys were cool with that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you this, and he agreed because he's kind of borderline homeless too, right?
I guess so.
Kind of jumping around.
Yeah, I think he was jumping around.
Remember where he was working at the time?
Peace Hut, I believe.
On the card?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he ended up coming over. Did he ever sleep anywhere else in that house besides that second bedroom?
Not that I know of. Oh, in the garage. He used to sleep in the garage sometimes.
Where the couches were?
Yeah.
So why did he choose to sleep in the garage sometimes?
Say it again.
So why did he decide, like, if he's got the bedroom, why is he sleeping in the garage?
My personal opinion, I used to ask him the same thing. When he stayed, I used to be like, why you just sitting in the garage? And she told you can sleep in the room. But my personal opinion is he was smoking K2. And we didn't want that in the house. So I think he was...
Did you actually see him doing it, or you just suspected that he was doing it?
I mean, I know he was doing it. I know he was smoking K2. But, he was smoking K2, and we didn't want it inside. Well, she really didn't want it inside. I didn't want it inside. I didn't even want him smoking it. He's smoking.
So besides Cortez coming over there, hanging out with you guys, or actually staying there sometimes, who else would come over there and visit you?
The only people that came over there to visit me was Cortez, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend at the time.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other females come over there? Did Cortez bring any females over there?
Cortez brought people over there, and he would come over there like with a bunch of people sometimes. I'd be like, man, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do that. You can't do that. He'd come over there. I mean, one time he came over there with like 6 different people, man. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's looking like, what is this problem? And he's trying to get all these people in his room back there. And I'm like, kids and grown women and other dudes. And I'm like, nah, man, like, can't do it like that, bro. You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
when somebody's offering you this place to
Yeah,
stay.
you can't do it like that.
So what room would you stay in?
In the room with her.
So y'all sleep in the bed and stuff?
Yeah, we were sexually active together.
Okay. So it's safe to say that you guys had a relationship going on of some type?
We did. We had a sexual relationship going on. We really did. And I mean, I guess we really was like boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You just had other dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that was it.
Okay. All right. So when was the last time you were actually there?
When I left, first of all, I was already planning on leaving to come to Florida because I've been talking to this girl out here in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Desiree?
Yeah, Desiree. So I had already been planning to leave, you know what I'm saying? I had told her this, you know what I'm saying, but I was still kind of, because of Cortez, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really quite sure or whatever. But what sealed the deal that I was going to leave is when she be spazzing out. That's when I started getting nervous. Okay, one time she spazzed out, like all the way spazzed out. That was the same exact day that she told Cortez that he could live there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what transpired, but I had came in the house, that we was in the backyard. I had came in the house, I came back from the backyard. I mean, I came back from in the house and went back to the backyard. When I got to the backyard, you know, what the hell was going on? Like, he, like, wanted to hit her, and Cortez did? Yeah, he wanted to hit her. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he was like, man, I don't know what she was saying, but I was more focused on him, like, because I'm looking at him like he's finna hit her. And I'm like, what you doing, man? What's going on? He was like, Pops, she hit me. She hit me in my mouth. She hit me in my mouth. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and she just playing with you, because I'm like, I know she ain't just, she don't even know him like this. Like, what happened? What chain of events happened that fast? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so he was like, she hit me in my mouth. So he didn't really elaborate on it. He was like, then he started saying, she keep telling me that fuck my mama, that she my mama now, and this, that. So I'm like, man, she don't mean no harm. I'm like, man, you can't tell him that, you know, his mama's dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't, don't tell him that. I know maybe your heart's in the right place, but you can't, the way you saying it, that's not the right way to put it. You know what I'm saying? So I calmed her down. I'm telling her, I'm like, let's just go in the house. Let's just go in the house. So she goes in the house, and as soon as she walks in the house, man, I swear to God, man, she just falls. Boom, boom. I'm like, damn, she fell hard, motherfucker. So I'm trying to help her up. I help her up. I'm like, damn, baby,
Where's she fall? Where's she fall in the house?
Like right when you come from the back door, where the backyard is, as soon as you walk towards the kitchen, like you finna come through the little dining area and you coming in the hallway, like finna start walking down the hallway, she fell. That's when I helped her up. So when I helped her up, I'm like, damn, baby. Then she pulled away from me. She trying to walk again. Boom, I'm talking about, she fell again. So I'm like, God damn, it's like funny, sort of, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because she's like, I can tell she's drunk as, and she got like she drink a lot of liquor, you know what I'm saying? So she's drunk. So she falls, so I help her, I'm kind of laughing it out. Man, when I help her up this time, she takes out on me. Boom, hit me in my mouth. So I'm like, whoa, what's wrong? I'm trying to help you. Boom, boom, she hit me again. So I'm like, hey, so I grab her arms. I'm like, hey, man, please don't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do this. It's like, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
And all this is where, in the hallway or what?
Just right in the hallway. Right now, we're like, this is the second time she fell. So when she hit me, we're like, we're in the hallway, but like right in front of the bedroom we sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
So she walks away and goes towards the living room. I go in the bedroom, and I'm like, man, I need to get the fuck away from her. And I'm like, man, she just told my son, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man.
And Cortez is seeing all this?
No, he was in the backyard.
Did you see her fall?
I don't think he was in the backyard. So I don't, unless if he came in the house and seen that, then I didn't know, because my back was towards the. You get what I'm saying? I'm walking from
your back towards the back.
Yeah, so I don't know, but honestly I don't think he's seen that.
So he didn't see her hit you either. Probably.
I don't believe it. I don't believe he did.
She goes in her room and you go to the living room.
No, that's not what happened.
Where did
I said she kept going to the living room.
Oh, okay.
And I went in the room.
To the bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I go in the bedroom, I really want to try to leave. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'm like, man, I don't want to try to ask her for a phone and all this, so I just fuck it. So I'm like, man, I'm just getting in the shower. Maybe she just drunk, just tripping, and, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting in the shower, and maybe she can calm down. I'm going to get in the shower and just calm down. So I got in the shower. When I get in the shower, she's got like a step-in shower in her room, right? It's like, it's not a tub. You just open the door, the slide door, and just step in, you know what I'm saying? So I had left the slide door to the shower open while I was showering, and I'm, you know, washing off. I got my eyes closed. I don't want soap in my. Then you know, while I'm washing off, boom, like glass break, shatter right by my face. Swear to God, you know what I'm saying? Glass shattered by my face. So I'm like, the fuck? So I looked down, and she threw a beer bottle at me. You know what I'm saying? It was glass all in the shower. I'm like, so she's standing there in her bathroom just looking at me. And I'm like, hey, man, I said, hey, man, you could have hit me in my head with that. Like, you could have cut me real bad with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, you need to calm down. So she goes out the bathroom, and I go out the bathroom, and what happened after that? Okay, oh yeah. I had a little, this little, it was like a little food stamp phone, like I had found in my mama's house, and it wasn't on at first, but I guess the minutes, I didn't know that it was going to be on at all. So the minutes had rolled on it, I didn't know. And so Cortez had it. Cortez had been making calls on it, so I found out the phone was on.
So whose phone was it?
I want to say it was mine because I brought the phone over there, but
What was the number to it?
that I don't remember. But Cortez had the phone. Cortez had it. I know it was a 940 number.
The area code 940?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, so I tried to call people on that phone to come get me, but nobody would come get me.
Who'd you call?
Now, that I can't remember. I know my mama for sure. I know I called my mama for sure. You know what I'm saying? And
You know your mom's number off the top of your head?
yeah.
So you called her. Anybody else besides your mom?
I really can't remember. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really know a lot of numbers by heart, and the main way I communicate with people is through Facebook.
Yeah. Do you remember when all this happened with the whole throwing bottle stuff at you?
That was the same exact day. That was the very same day that she told Cortez. It had to been like the third day that I was there.
Okay.
So.
Do you remember the dates at all?
I really don't, sir. I really don't.
What time of day was it?
Like, nighttime. It was nighttime. But really not sure when, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so no one's able to come get you.
Nobody's able to come get me.
Did mom just say no, or she's busy? Or
my mama don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? She don't have a car, but my sister has a car. But, I mean, she says that her car doesn't make it to Fort Worth or whatever, so I don't know.
Did you tell them what was going on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I did that time. I don't think I did that time because I didn't really want to.
So what did you just tell them? I need a ride?
Yeah, I just want to come home. I ain't really want to, because I'm like this here, man. Like, as far as with my mother, the more I put her in my business, then the more she got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to, you know.
And your sister is Tracita, right, or something like that?
Yeah, Tracita, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first time something happened over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
so what happened the rest of that night?
That's what I'm saying. I went to sleep. I just laid down and went to sleep. I couldn't go nowhere. I didn't know what to do, so I just laid in her bed and went to sleep. So when I woke up, she was asleep right there with me. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, everything was good, but I just was telling her like, shit, we can't drink. We can't do no drinking. Like, you get crazy.
What was she drinking?
Liquor. I mean, I don't know, but she got a bunch of liquor there.
I saw the bottles, but did she have a specific liquor that she liked drinking?
I can't really say that because, I mean...
So what did you normally drink there?
I like clear liquor, but I mean, we drunk whiskey. That's what I would say she liked whiskey because it seemed like she drink with it. I mean, but she got different liquor, so I can't really say she got a favorite. I mean, I really don't know. And I really didn't get a chance to just get to know her that well. You get what
to buy bring Bud Ice over there?
Yeah.
That was your beer?
All right. What beer?
That's the type of beer that you like to drink over there?
Yeah, I drink Bud Ice.
Okay. So then, I guess the next morning you guys wake up like nothing happened, or how's that?
I mean, we woke up like nothing happened, but it wasn't like nothing happened. All I'm saying is that the mood was good. It wasn't a bad mood, but I still was telling her, like, you still ain't said sorry. Like, you hit me in my mouth. I didn't hit you. I don't get no credit for that. You know what I'm saying? She hit me like 3 times in my face.
Where she hit you?
In my mouth.
Did you get a busted lip or anything?
At the time, I did. I did have a busted lip at the time.
So, what goes on the rest of that day or the next days?
Cool, chilling, everything good. Okay, a few days later.
And Cortez is still living there this entire time?
I mean, off and on. He's not just staying there every day. Sometimes he don't come home. You know what I'm saying?
So did you ever figure out what the issue was with them two? Why they got into it to begin with?
Because she was saying that about his mama.
His mom, that was pretty much it?
Yeah.
So after that, I mean, were they okay?
Pretty much. I guess. I guess so. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So then several days were pretty good, and then what happens after that?
Okay. She spazzed out again. I'm trying to remember what happened. Because this time when she spazzed out, like, I packed my little.
How many
like
days
a few
after
outfits.
this first incident did she spaz out again?
That I'm not sure, but I only stayed there maybe like, if 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So
the last time you were there, let's say, was that end of that 2-week period. How many days before that was her first time she spazzed out on you? With the beer?
I don't know how to put it that way. I can put it this way. The the third, I'm gonna say like the third day was the first time she spazzed out. I'm telling you, man, the exact same day that she revealed to me and my son at the same time that she didn't mind him staying there, and that she didn't want me to go anywhere, and that she felt like if he was there, then I would stay there. You get what I'm saying?
So you were there for about 2 weeks. 2 to 3 days later, she's the one that...
More or less. I don't even think it was a full 2 weeks, but...
Roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days later is when you start figuring out that she's got something going on there, right?
Yeah.
And then that's when you invited Cortez to come over.
I didn't invite Cortez.
Or she did, but you agreed, right?
Yeah, I agreed.
Did you tell her about him, or how did she even know about Cortez?
Because when I was there, first of all, I already know my son stays on this side of town, the southwest side. So when I'm over there, I hit him up. So he tell me, I already knew he had a job because he's my Facebook friend. So I was already proud of him when he got a job.
Speaking of that, what's your Facebook name?
Smash Bleed.
Okay. And do you have another account?
My real name.
Okay. So you hit him up on which account?
Probably the Smash one.
Smash Bleed. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that when she first learns about him? Is through you communicating with him on Facebook?
No, I mean...
Or had you already mentioned to her you had a stepson or whatever?
I mentioned to her the very first day that I got there, I mentioned to her because the very first... No, not the very first day. I probably saw the very first day, maybe.
Anyway, she knew about
But
it.
the next day is when I walked up to his job, because it's just right there. I walked up to his job, and I spent some time with him. When he got out of work, I met him halfway, and he came over, and he chilled. And then the next day, that's when we was in the backyard. I don't remember if we barbecued or what, but I just know we was in the backyard drinking, playing dominoes, chilling, and he came and she told me, she was like, when your son get off, tell him to come here, I want to talk to him. But I didn't know what she was going to talk to him about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then a few days later is when they kind of got into it, or 2 days later, about the whole mom and situation.
Nah, it was the same day.
Oh, the same day that he came over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the dates straight because we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So besides Cortez, you said your brother would come over there from time to time, right?
Yeah, my
and,
brother.
And his girl?
Yeah, she sit in the car most of the time, but
So she never would go in the house?
she been in the house before most of the
Did
time.
she ever meet Angelica?
I'm not sure. I think so, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
So, yeah, okay. So let's talk about when's the last time you were actually there?
Like, I want to say like the 10th or the 11th, I want to say. But I'm really not sure, man. I'm just really not sure.
And again, we're talking about June, right?
Yeah, June.
So why do you think it's the 10th or 11th?
I mean, it's just what I think, because I came to Florida. I'm not even sure what day I came to Florida, but I know it had to have been around that time because I wasn't staying with her for like 2 or 3 days before I came to Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you get to Florida?
On the bus.
Okay. Which bus?
Greyhound.
You know what city you landed in?
What do you mean?
Like where's the bus station? What part of Florida was the bus station at?
Right here.
In Fort Walton?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy a ticket or somebody buy a ticket?
Somebody else bought a ticket for it.
What name?
What do you mean?
What name was the ticket under?
Tom.
Tom. You know the last name?
Oh, no, I'm not sure.
Who bought it for you?
My cousin,
Who's your cousin?
Edwin.
You know his last name? And where is he at now?
I'm not sure. I don't know his address.
Okay. So you think around the 10th or 11th you were there, right? What caused you to leave, or why did you want to leave the house?
Okay, I was trying to figure out a way to leave, for one, because this is what I'm trying to tell you happened. Okay, so the next argument that happened, which was the last argument, okay, the next argument that happened, I'm trying to remember how did this happen? Oh, okay, bam. She left with one of those, you know what I'm saying, her clients when she referred to him.
With the guy?
Yeah. She
You
left.
know who the guy was?
No, I really don't.
White, black, Hispanic guy?
I never seen him.
You know what he was driving?
No, she wanted me to hide. She didn't want him to see me.
Did he come in the house, or she met him out?
I don't know. She wanted me to hide.
Okay.
So I hid in the bathroom that was in her room, and I closed the bedroom door, and I stayed in there. So
Okay.
I never seen him.
So she left with him?
Yeah, she left.
Okay. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Okay. So, did she ever come back?
Yeah. So, man, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay, gotcha.
So, man, you know, I mean, she's, like, calling her house phone, talking to me, like, different spurts throughout the time while she with him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it started getting late, And I told her, I'm like, you know, because I don't know if she wants me to hide when he come back. I don't know if he's going to come in. I don't know what's going on, so I'm getting tired. I'm ready to go to sleep, but I'm scared to go to sleep because I don't, you know what I'm saying? And then,
What time do you think she left?
I'm not sure, bro.
How long do you think she was gone? Like how many hours?
Few hours, some hours. It was nighttime. It was late night when she got.
So you think she was gone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
I'm
hours?
not sure. I can't remember what time she left. I just know I was there by myself.
When she would call you, did you ever ask her, hey, where are you? What time you coming home? Anything like that?
I really, she would check in with me. She would call her house phone and check in with me.
But wouldn't tell you where she was at or what time she was coming home?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? So until, like I'm telling you, until she had called and I was like, man, I'm dozing off. You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? Because I'm dozing off. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, just stay in the room and I'm going to lock the front door and I'm going to come in through the garage. I'm like, all right. Well, all that was already done. So I just went to sleep. By this time, before I went to sleep, though, Cortez was there with me. Okay, so, man, so I went to sleep. I woke up. When I woke up, I seen her purse on the, whatever you call it, little thing next to the bed, the nightstand.
What kind of purse she had?
I have no idea. I just remember a purse. I don't really pay attention to that type of stuff. So she had a purse right there on the nightstand. So, anyways, so I'm like, so she got to be back. That's what I'm thinking. She's not in the bedroom with me, though. So I'm like, she got to be back. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm like, she got to be back. So, I had a phone that it wasn't on, but I used to access the internet off of it. So
was that a different phone from the other phone?
Yeah. This was actually my phone. This was my phone, but it wasn't on. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the one you got when you got out of prison, or is this a different phone?
Nah, it's a different phone. It was a different phone.
And they didn't have any service on it? No phone number calls?
No, just
internet?
I just accessed the internet. Used to access
Her internet?
her internet. Okay, so bam, so I was going through it to get to her Facebook so I could message her and see was she still at home? Did she come back? Did she leave? She's still there? Because I'm really kind of scared to walk out the room because I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if whoever what her client is, I don't know if he's in the living room or what. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you don't hear anybody else in the house, right?
No.
Well, I
know my son is there, though.
Did he come in and check on you?
Nah, I knew that he was there before I went to sleep. You get what I'm saying? So.
Did you tell him, too, hey, you need to hide and don't be making any noise?
I didn't tell him that, but that's why I was calling her. Like, that's another thing I had told her, too, whenever she called her phone. That's why I was like, you know, my son's here now, and, you know, what do you want me to do? That goes into that.
Did you tell him as well that, hey, she's left with somebody and she'll probably be back, so you need to be quiet and all that?
I don't think I told him, but I did tell him, used to tell him, like, she, you know what I'm saying, she be, you know, turning tricks. I know that's what she's doing, you know what I'm saying? So I did tell him that. So, but I don't know if I told him that day. I know I ain't telling him to hide. I don't think I told him to hide. I didn't tell him to do nothing like that. But anyways, so before I can even message her, she comes in the room and she's got I think I just lied. I think I did message her because anyway. Well, this is what I know happened. I know that I was laying down in the bed, and I was woken up again, and she was in the bed with me, and she was, like, trying to shove, like, a hot wing or something in my damn mouth. And I was like, it woke me up, and it's like all the sauce on my face and stuff, and I'm like, she was like, taste it. So I'm eating it, but I don't like all the sauce that's on it because it's all on my face. It was just kind of irritating when I was waking up. So I was like, I'm good. I'm like, baby, I'm good. I'm all right. She was like, I'm trying to feed you. I'm like, I understand, but I'm tired, and it's got too much sauce on it. And so she was like, okay, all right, well, I'm going to leave it right here. You can eat it however you want to eat it. And she left out. So I'm trying to go back to sleep. So then the message comes through on my phone again, and for the Facebook. And she's like, spazzing out. You don't have shit. You ain't shit. You just up in here.
Same night?
This the night that she been gone and she come back.
Yeah.
So you don't have shit. You ain't shit. You lame. You full of shit. You ain't shit. I'm trying to be nice to you and feed you and you're being disrespectful and mean and this and that. Woo. So you know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit. You broke. She just going like, whoa, where's all this shit coming from? So So I walk out the room. No. I was gonna respond back to it, even though we in the same house. I'm gonna respond back to it through this messenger on Facebook.
What was the message she sent you?
I just told you.
What was it? I can't remember. Sorry.
Excuse me?
I was listening to. I was talking about.
I said she was just like, you don't got.
Oh, okay. I thought she was telling you it's in person. So this is all on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
So I'm like, if I responded back or if I'm about to respond, but what I do remember is that I heard the door slam real hard. So
which door?
I don't know. So that's why I got up and left out the room. So I left out the room and I went to Cortez was in that other room, so I went over there.
The second spare room?
Yeah. So I went over there and I'm like, was that you slamming the door? He was like, nah, it was her. So I'm like, okay, so common sense tells me she got to be in the garage. You know what I'm saying? So I opened up the garage door, and I'm like, what's wrong? You slammed it? Was that you slammed the door? What happened? You okay? She was like, yeah, I slammed the door. It's my motherfucking house. I paid the bill. You know, she just started going that way. So I was like, hey, listen. I'm like, man, look, you told me to come over and chill and watch movies. And after that, you told me you wanted me to stay here. You told my son you wanted him to stay here. Like, hey, I didn't ask you for none of this. I'm not homeless. You know what I'm saying? I got somewhere to go stay. I mean, I didn't ask you for this. You know what I'm saying? So she started talking shit. So then I'm walking away. There she goes again, throwing glass, man. She throwing glass cups and throwing stuff at me, man. So I'm like, man,
in the garage or where you at now?
In the house. She threw it from the garage.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, and then she's just throwing stuff in the garage too, just cracking glasses. She just tripping. So I'm like, man, yeah. So now I'm trying to get through on Facebook, trying to get people to come get me. Nobody want to come get me. It's late, man. It's probably like, I want to say it's like 1, 2 in the morning.
Do you remember who you called then?
I really don't. I hit up a bunch of people. A lot of people didn't respond. I mean, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I don't got a phone using Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just say, hey, anybody available for a ride?
Yeah, I need a ride. I'm going through something. I need a ride. I hit my brother up. He wouldn't come. You know what I'm saying? I hit my brother. I hit my mama up. My brother's at my mama's house. My mama tried to wake him up. He didn't want to come. You know what I'm saying? I was down bad. So, but before I even did all that, I'm skipping a part. Before I even started calling people, I thought I was being slick. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And my mom was like, I'm gonna pack the few little outfits I got. I'm gonna just pack it up real quick, and I'm gonna just go sit in the living room like I'm waiting on the ride. Maybe she'll like see me about to leave and try to chill. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. So I went and told Cortez too. I'm like, man, she tripping again, bro, throwing glass and stuff like that. She didn't hit me or nothing, but I'm like, man, she tripping again. I'm like, man, it's probably not safe for neither one of us to really be here, man. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just like, just be alert, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so bam. So I go, like I said, I grab a little bag. I go sit in the living room. She's in the garage, so I'm sitting in that living room right there when you first walk in through the front door. So she come through the, from the garage, she comes in the living room. So she's like, she see my little bag or whatever. So she like, somebody come to get you. No, she was like, are you about to leave? And I'm like, if I can get a ride. So she was like, okay, well, get the out right now. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm walking back there to where Cortez is, and I'm letting her know, like, hey, man, she's telling me to get out right now, you know what I'm saying? So I go back there and let her know. So when I go back there, she goes back there, like, runs ahead of me, you know what I'm saying? And she's trying to, like, stop me from opening up Cortez's door, you know, the door where he's at or whatever. So I'm like, come on, man, let me talk to my son. So her hand is on the doorknob, my hand is over her hand on the doorknob, and I'm twisting the doorknob, opening up the door. So she snatches her hand, and she runs. Before she runs to the garage, she tells Cortez, she was like, you don't have to go, you don't have to go, you don't have to go. So then she runs to the garage. So I tell Cortez, I'm like, man, you 17, you finna be 18. You want to stay here? That's on you, man. I'm like, but I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? So she putting me out anyway, so I gotta go, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, help me with this shit, though, because I don't know. I have no idea what I'm about to do. Like, I don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So
help you with what?
The little thing that I have my clothes in. So I'm like, help me. So
what you have it in?
Like I had some little grocery bags inside, like like a little, I had like a little, what do you call them, little bins, like a little bin.
Plastic container?
Yeah, like a little gray container I had, that my brother had brought from my mother's house for me, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't had no change of clothes, and she wanted me to stay, so he brought me a few clothes, outfits and stuff.
So you asked him for some help?
Yeah, so he's helping me, so we going out, so before I even get out the door, when Cortez coming up there, I don't know what he said something to her in the garage, but she's on the phone, so I walked towards the garage with him, which is not a walk. I mean, my clothes right here by the front door, the garage door is right there. I'm just like this. So I overhear a conversation. She's on the phone. So she's like, yes, I want to report assault. I just got assaulted in my house. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I ain't even touch you. I ain't do nothing to you. Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, I want to report assault then. So she was like, yeah, you going to jail, bitch. Yeah, you going to jail. You on parole. Yeah, you cut your mouth off. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail, bitch. I told you if you leave here, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. So I'm like, man, come on, Cortez. Hit me with this. Let's go. Because this is what I'm thinking. I know I ain't touched this girl, but what's in my head is I cut my leg monitor off when I got out of prison. So it doesn't matter if I touch this girl or not. When the police get here, I'm going to jail. So I'm finna leave, man, because I don't want to give her the benefit. I don't want to give her the benefit of her seeing that she got me put in jail. Yeah, the satisfaction, that's the word I'm looking for, that she got me put in jail, knowing that I ain't do shit. So, bam, so that ain't even the most, man. I'm serious, man. So we leave, you know what I'm saying? He helped me, man.
Where do y'all go?
There's some apartments right behind 7-Eleven right there. So I just set my stuff down right there, so I'm using his little the little 940 number phone that I had gave him, whatever, basically. So anyway, so I'm trying to call a ride. I can't get nobody. I can't get nobody to come get me. I mean, it's just, that's when I started calling out a ride. I never called a ride when I told you I was calling everybody, my brother, my mama, people. I never called them there. So mind you, I can't access Facebook. So a lot of people's numbers I don't have. I can't access Facebook because I'm not at her house no more. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just over here, and my numbers are limited that I know. I can't get nobody to come get me. And Cortez, he like, shit, I mean, she didn't put me out. So,
peace. Yeah,
I'm going to go back. So at first I'm like, man, just chill a little while longer with me. Then he like, man, what you want me to do, Pops? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, he worked right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, man, just go ahead, bro. Go ahead and go back. You know what I'm saying? So he goes back and, like, wow. In my mind, what I'm estimating, by the time he made it back, like, I'm just, like, estimating in my mind, okay, he's back already. Next thing you know, I see two Fort Worth police cars come flying down the street. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is she, like, putting a lie on my son? Is she doing this? You get what I'm saying? That's the first thing across my mind. Like,
you're standing right behind the 7-Eleven.
I don't know nobody over there. I'm just right there, and I don't really feel comfortable right there, and I don't, you know. So I leave the little bin thing that I got my little clothes in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I leave it right there, you know what I'm saying? And I walk back towards the house. Okay, well, when I walk back towards the house, I don't see no police officer, but nothing, but the Wi-Fi kicks in on the phone. So I hit Cortez up, and I'm like...
On the 940 number or the other phone? The other phone?
On Facebook.
On your other phone?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So
on the 940 number?
I only have Facebook. He has his 940 number.
Okay, but you have your other phone with the Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I hit him up like, you okay? He like, yeah. But he's like, it was kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of weird because every time I'm saying something to him, she hears what I'm saying. So I'm like Cortez, like, I'm checking on you, man. I'm trying to make sure you all right. But it's like something weird is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like something weird was going on. So every time I tell him, like, man, are you okay, man? I know you feel like maybe you ain't got nowhere to go, bro, but it might not be the best place for you, because I don't even think it's the best place for me, bro, and I can't even get nobody to come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? And she's in the background, yeah, you going to jail. She knows it's me. She's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. So, anyways, he was like, man, oh no. So she snatched the phone. I hear him like, stop. So she snatched the phone from him. So she's like, if you don't come here right now, you're going to jail. I didn't call the police. I didn't really call the police. If you don't come here right now, you're going to jail. So I'm like, man, look how you acting. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about my son. You know what I'm saying? But really, I really don't have nowhere to go right now until maybe people start waking up and try to come get me. So I sit down on her porch, but no, I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, I sit down on her porch. She doesn't know I'm on her porch. So I tell Cortez, I said, open the door. I tell Cortez to open the door. So he opened up the door.
Yeah, was this by phone or on Facebook?
On Facebook. But at the same time, I tell him come open up the door. He's not responding to me, so I just rung the doorbell. So now it's not a secret that somebody's at the door. Mm-hmm. So by the time I ring the doorbell, like, immediately he opened up the door, and she's like, who is that? So he was like, that's my pops. So I go in. She's in the garage. He's want to open up the door. So I go in, and she's like, are you going to stay? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, if you don't, you're going to jail, bitch. And I'm like, hell no. I'm like, man, Cortez, you good, bro? I'm like, you good? I heard that y'all scuffling with the phone and shit. I ain't know what was going on, man. You good? He's like, I'm good. So I leave back out. But I don't go nowhere. I'm sitting on the porch. But, so I call Cortez on Facebook again. He like, she calling the police for real this time. I'm like, man, I ain't did nothing to this girl. So he was like, so I guess she got off the phone or whatever. So with the police. So I'm still on the Facebook with Cortez, and he like, Pops, she is crazy. She's hitting on herself. She's hitting herself. I'm like, what? So I'm trying to get him. I'm like, you need to record that. I want you to record that. You know what I'm saying? So what else happened? So then, I don't know if he recorded it. I don't know. But I try to get him recorded. But I guess he can't record while we on Facebook, I guess. So I don't know. But then he's like, Pop, she just came in the room with me. And she packing out my stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, I know it's probably ain't feeling that, but it might be, even though she's doing it, it might be the best thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she packing his stuff up. So he's like helping her pack it, but I can still hear what's going on, but I can't really see because he don't got the phone in her hand. So he's like helping her pack it. So then I don't know what transpired. She just bust out crying. I don't know. I can't remember. I heard them talking. It wasn't nothing negative or nothing. I just really can't remember. But something led to another, and then she was just like, he was confused, like, because she was like, you don't have to go. He was like, you packing up my stuff. She was like, well, your dad wants you to leave. Saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying, this, and that. And she was like, you don't have to go. She started crying. So I'm like, Cortez, man, if that's the case, just stay in your room and go to sleep. Stay in the room and just go to sleep, man. Fuck it. You know,
where are you staying?
I'm still on the porch. Okay. They don't know this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on the porch. So now I'm on Facebook, and I'm like, so then, I think I told Cortez I was on the porch, I'm not sure, but I just told him just stay in the room.
What time do you think it is now?
Man, it's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, man. I've been, you know what I'm saying, so I tell her, because I can't get nobody to come get me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I go for what I know, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hit her on the Facebook, and I was like, man, is you calm now? You know what I'm saying? Is you calm? Is you done tripping? Can I come in there and go to sleep now? Mm-hmm. She was like, you the one left. Nobody told you to leave. I mean, you put me out, but, you know, okay. Like, all right, well, I ain't go nowhere. So I told her, I ain't go nowhere. I'm still on the porch. Mm-hmm. Which porch, the front or back? Front porch. So she opened up the door. I come in. We go in the room, go to sleep. Okay. Next day, no problems. Okay.
Let me stop you there. Did the police ever show up?
No.
So she never called that you know of?
Not that I know. Well, Cortez, he told me that the police showed up, but she didn't answer the door. That's what he told me. She told me she never called the police, that she was...
So when you were there, the police never showed up?
While I was there, the police never showed up. Okay. And when I walked on that street, I never seen the police show up. So I don't really know if she called the police for real or if she was just I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but he told me that the police came and knocked on the door, but she just didn't answer the door. But from my personal experience, if somebody called the police to an address, they ain't just gonna walk away because you didn't answer the door.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to get you to. So next day, no problems, no problems. Okay. I'm not sure what particular day, but this is when I really got scared. Now I'm just being honest. I really got scared. I've never been in a position like this ever in my life. Never been in a situation like this ever in my life. I woke up one day, and I get up, and she's like, I get up. I'm in a good mood. Like the night, I remember the night before, the previous night was one of our best nights. You know what I'm saying? We chilled in the garage all night. We was drinking, you know what I'm saying? And she was teaching me how to do some type of Mexican dance, some type of bachata. Yeah, bachata. And at first, you know, I mean, look at me, man. That ain't my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So at first, I'm kind of stiff, but we just kept going at it, and I started loosening up. I started getting it, so I really started enjoying myself. We did it all night, man. Just kept dancing all night. Just dancing, man. We chilled on the couch. We just chilled, man, all night. No arguing, no nothing. We never really had arguments. She just was spazzed out, man. So, but this day, nothing, man. It was just, even with the drinking, she never spazzed out, everything. Well, she didn't spazz out on me. I heard her make some phone calls and pick some fights with some other people over the phone, but I wasn't her target that day, you know what I'm saying? So, we come in the house, and I go to sleep. I know I went to sleep.
So this is the night after all that other stuff happened?
I don't know if it's the exact night after. A couple of nights, I'm really not sure, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, but this is what I'm trying to get you to. So you asked me why I left, why I felt like I had to leave, and this is why I left, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to what I was saying. I woke up. I went to sleep in a good mood. I woke up in a good mood. When I wake up, I notice it's a towel on the floor, you know, and it's a trash can on top of the towel. I look at it. It's on my side of the bed. So I look in the trash can, ain't nothing in the trash can.
What's your side of the bed? When you go in right there, or you gotta go around the bed?
You gotta go around the bed.
Okay. So closer to the restroom side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, bam. So, I get up. Like I said, I'm in a good mood. I woke up in a mood. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I just know I woke up in a good mood, man. And I noticed the towel with the trash can on the floor or whatever. And I go use the bathroom. I come back out the bathroom. I'm stretching by the bed. And I never forget. That's why I remember this detail, because I never forget. So, she wakes up. She was like, good morning. She's smiling, you know. I'm like, hey. So she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do about my eye. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What happened to your eye? She's like, you slapped me in my eye last night. So I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't touch you. So she was like, yes, you did. And you took my phone last night. And she reached under my pillow, and she grabbed her phone. Listen, man, like, you can believe me, you don't have to believe me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm here to hear you, bro.
So it's like this here. Okay, I don't know if you drink, you know what I'm saying? But if you get to a certain stage where you drink and you don't remember something, when you wake up the next day, you're going to know that you didn't remember certain things. Like, you're going to be like, whoa, what happened? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, dang, what happened? Or, how did I get in bed? Or how did this happen? Or what? You know what I'm saying? What the hell happened last night? You know what I'm saying? But when it ain't that type of night, you wake up and you remember everything. Like, man, that was good. We had a good night. This, and that. So it's not like something happened and I don't remember.
You get ask you this: who else was in the house the night before when you guys were dancing and all that?
Cortez. I think that Cortez was there. Usually he's in the garage, but that night he wasn't in the garage. So I want to say, I do believe he was there, and he was in the. Yeah, he was there. He slept in that room that night. Okay. He was there, because I remember, because when this happened, I went in there and I told him, I was like, this is some crazy shit. So, okay, now bam. So, she like, my eyes, she talking about, okay, but let's get back to it. So she say, I don't know what I'm doing about my eye. I can't make any money with my eye like this. So I'm like, what happened to your eye? So she's like, you slapped me in it. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, I didn't touch you last night. I didn't touch you at all. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yes, you did, and you took my phone. So I know I'm not that type of person. Like, it's not, because for one, man, I got 6 kids that's living. I got 3 baby mamas, And I'm talking to a lot of girls on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to a lot of them. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing, that's one boundary that I'm just not going to cross. I don't want to look in your phone. I don't want to see nothing in your phone because I don't want you going through my phone. I don't want you touching my phone, and I don't want you looking through my phone. So I don't give a damn about what you're doing in your phone. And on top of that, I know that you're doing shit because you said, so if I'm accepting that, what the hell am I worried about? What's in your phone for? Hey, I know that you're having sex with people to pay your bills or whatever else you're doing. It ain't no point. This is what I know. So I'm like, so the phone's under the pillow. She pulls the phone out. I don't even put my own phone under the pillow. Like, even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even do that shit. So I'm just looking like, she was like, yeah, you was like, you grabbed the phone and you was like, are you going to call the police? You going to call the police? I'm like, what? I was tripping like that. Like, what? I'm like, I remember everything. Like, I remember the whole night clearly. Like, I was tripping. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, man, I squeezed your hand on top of the doorknob to stop you from closing the door while I'm trying to open the door to talk to my son. And you rushing trying to call the police, talking about I assaulted you. And so you sitting there telling me that I slapped you in your eye and you didn't call the police? She was like, no, I didn't call the police. So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I looked over it. I kind of started, she kind of lightweight made me believe that it happened. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. She kind of made me believe. She made me believe that it kind of happened. But I just looked over it. And we didn't argue. It was all right. But it still was kind of stuck in my head. Okay, now, another like, I'm going to say a day or two, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, man. Things is just, but another day, I wake up, all right? And when I wake up, she's already woke. So now this eye is completely black. It's swollen. It's bruised all the way up. And I'm like, the hell? So I'm like,
which eye was it?
I can't remember, but I just know one of her eyes was.
And you're thinking it's from what she was claiming a couple of days ago, or is it something totally different?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm giving it to you how it was given to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up one day and now this eye is swollen. This eye is black and blue, man. This eye is swollen. So I'm like, baby, I ain't do that, man. Like, that had to been a powerful hit. Like, I really don't believe I did that. Like, so I'm like, man, so I just kind of skipped over because she keeps getting mad when I bring it up. Like, she keeps getting mad. So I don't want to see this girl mad. This girl throw shit at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. I'm on parole and she's like using this police against me. I really want to leave. But now I'm scared to leave because of this eye. Every time I try to leave, she keep acting like she's going to call the police on me. So, and this is what's going through my head. If I try to leave and she calls the police this time and her eye looks like that, it ain't nothing you're going to be able to tell that police officer to make them think that somebody that's already got domestic violence in their record, that's been to the penitentiary, on parole right now, did not hit this woman in her eye. Who's not going to, what police officer not going to believe that? You get what I'm saying? So I want to leave. I really want to leave. I can leave, like during the day, I can leave. You get what I'm saying? Like I can leave. I can just play it off like I'm going to the store to go get some beer, and I could just leave like that. But I'm scared to do that because it's eye. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I really want to like wait till her eye goes down and then leave then. You get what I'm saying? So don't have to believe me. Can believe me. Honest to God, true.
Well, listen.
Okay, so bam. I don't know if it was the same day or the next day. I'm really cautious and I'm really nervous around her right now. I'm watching everything she's doing. And so now I'm starting to think back to when my son said that he seen her hitting on herself. So I'm like, I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? Sometimes bruises don't come right then. They come later. I've had a bruise to where I might have a dot like this here 2 days later, and then 7 days later, that dot might be this big. Like it get worse before it get better type shit. So I'm like, I wonder, is that when she was hitting herself? So I was asking my son, like, how was she hitting herself? He was like, man, she was hitting herself like in the arms and stuff like that. So I'm like, what? Anyway, so I ain't thinking nothing. So this particular day, wake up, I'm standing on the side of the bed again, And I can't remember what happened or what was going on. I think we were about to have sex or something. I just really can't remember. But I seen her arms. This girl got big ass bruises all over her arms, all over her legs. Big ass bruises. So I'm like, where is this coming from? Where you get these from? So she was like, you did it. Like, hell no, I didn't do that shit. When you start smacking, now I'm beating you up every day. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? She was like, no, somebody else did it. Somebody else did it. I'm like, so this one I got completely scared out of my mind. So I'm standing on the side of the bed, and different things start flashing through my mind. Okay, bam. Little small things, right? Okay, one time I came in the house. I had walked to the store. I came in the house. She was like, you got to just follow me on this, okay? So I came in the house. She was like, she had a spray bottle and a towel in her hand. She was like, you got some cleaning to do, mister. And so I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up? She was like, let me show you. So she goes to the bathroom, that bathroom that's in the hallway. She was like, you threw up all in this toilet, all around the toilet, everywhere. So I'm looking, there's no throw up nowhere on the floor, around the toilet, nothing. And I'm like, I haven't threw up since I've been here. I haven't been that drunk that caused me to throw up since I've been here. I haven't threw up. I didn't throw up. I watched you throw up. I pat your back. You was throwing up. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, I haven't threw up. Like, if I threw up, what's the big deal? I threw up. But I didn't throw up. So I'm like, I didn't throw up. Yes, you did. On my kids, you threw up. Listen. Okay. She said I threw up. I don't want to argue with her. She said I threw up. I cleaned up. I don't have no problem cleaning it up. I swear, on my kids, she threw up. Well, look, on my kids, I didn't throw up. Okay? So somebody lying. But I cleaned it up. Then I just want you to follow me. Then there's another thing. I flashed back to that. Something she said I did that I didn't do. So then I thought about it. She was like, one day she was like, you told me you loved me. You know what I'm saying? You told me you loved me last night. Do you remember? I'm like, I never told this girl I love her. I never told her that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a few days, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I never told her that. Too early. And then I'm planning to come to Florida. Like, that's what I'm really planning to do. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, so I'm like, okay, that wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was, but not, you know, not nothing that just scared me too much. It was just like, nah, I didn't tell her that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, what else was it? It was something else. Oh, she was like, okay, bam. She was like, she was naming some restaurant. She was like, baby, you remember when we went, some restaurant I never heard of. You remember we went to this restaurant, such. Listen, man, besides when I met this girl at the bar, we've never been out. I've never left and went anywhere with her. I never left. Besides when I picked her up from that bar, from the initial time we met, I've never went anywhere with her. Anywhere. When I left that house, I left on foot or I left with my brother.
So basically, you're giving me all these examples and instances where she's saying that something happened that you really don't remember.
Right, and it never.
So it not only did you don't remember it happened, you're saying that
I know it didn't
never
happen.
happened.
The only time she almost got me was the time she said I popped in her eye and she pulled the phone out from under the pillow, under my pillow. It just, you know, she almost got me. Once I seen these other bruises on her arms and her legs, you know what I'm saying? That's when all this other stuff started going through my mind. Like,
so do you think she caused her own bruises?
I want to say yeah, but then I don't know if maybe one of these clients, maybe I don't know. I really don't know. But to be honest, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that she was hitting on herself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
So what ended up making you leave? I mean, probably all that. But let's talk about the last day that you got up and left out of there.
The last day, what made it easy for me to leave is because she needed me. She needed me to leave because she said she had a client that was a good client and possibly wanted to spend the night.
Okay.
So
what type of day was this when she first started telling you this?
She was telling me this, I want to say, it was afternoon. It had been, you know, getting late.
So now we're talking about the 10th or the 11th, or are we talking about a different date?
Whatever day, the last day it was. If I left on the 10th, then that's what day it was. If I left on the 11th, then that's what day it
So
was.
you're thinking around noon? She started telling you, hey, I got somebody coming over?
Nah, it's later than that. Way later than that.
What time do you think?
It was late. I'm going to say she had already been telling me that they was coming, but they wasn't going to be getting in till late. I don't even think I think that they was from Oklahoma or something like that.
Okay.
So
what time were you thinking?
when she started telling me, or what time she started telling me, or what time did I leave?
What time she started talking to you about these updates?
Around by evening time, afternoon, evening. It wasn't noon, it was afternoon. I'm saying evening.
Evening, so we're talking about 6, 7, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, and we had just been chilling, no arguing, no nothing. We were just chilling and watching movies and stuff in the living room.
So what was the deal with this guy? Why is this guy so special?
I guess because I don't know, man. I mean, we don't really talk about
She
it.
wants you to leave on this.
Yeah, she wants me to leave, and he's getting in late, and he's gonna be there. So
Did she give you a name for this guy? Anything?
I never asked nobody's name.
Okay. So now we're getting closer to this. Okay. So what time do you end up having to leave?
I end up leaving late. I end up leaving like about, I'm gonna say about 1, about 1 in the morning.
So what happened around this time that it was time for you to go? Did she tell you, hey, it's time for you to go? Or did he pull up? Or what happened there?
I was just waiting on a ride. That's it. She had first, at first, I was waiting on a ride. I was trying to get my brother to come get me, but my brother's at work.
And that's dangerous?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my brother's at work, and she was trying to get him to come over there. You know what I'm saying? She was like, come, you can come over and chill. You know what I'm saying? Before I get ready to leave, whatever. We just chilling, drinking, just chilling and whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was all on Facebook. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But anyways, I left.
Okay. What time did you leave?
By like 1.
1 o'clock. Who picked you up?
I walked down the street first for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And because I was on the phone, I didn't want her to hear who I was talking to.
And where did you walk to?
Just right in front of the house, because I still needed to use the
Facebook
the Wi-Fi, and so I had to, because I didn't know my cousin's number by heart, so I had to get him contact him on Facebook.
Edwin or another cousin?
No, this is Edwin.
Okay. So you were able to get a hold of him through Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And what did you tell him on Facebook?
That I needed him to come get me.
Okay. And did he come get you?
No, he did not come get me.
What was the excuse?
I don't know. He just couldn't come get me right then. So
He just said, I can't?
So
Okay.
what ended up happening is I ended up walking. So I told her. So she told me she was like, if you can't find a ride, maybe you could come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you could come back, just let me see what's going on.
Did you take all your stuff with you, or what did you have with you?
All I had was the little bin. So I had
Plastic container?
Yeah, I just left the plastic container at the house. So I took out walking at first. You know what I'm saying? I took out walking because I didn't want him to pull up and I still be there.
So you didn't have anything with you? You just
At the
walked?
time, I didn't have anything with me. So then I ended up coming back and to use the Wi-Fi. And I don't see no cars out there or nothing like that. I come back to use the Wi-Fi, and that's when my cousin found me a ride. So
He found you a ride?
Yeah, he found me a ride. So he had somebody come pick me up.
And that's Edwin found you a ride?
Yeah. So
Did he call you or text message or Facebook you and say, I got your ride?
Facebook. So anyway, so I get the ride. He asked me the address. That's all he asked. So he asked the address. So I waited there, and on the corner of the street, they came. They picked me up.
Who picked you up?
I don't know who they was. My cousin's gay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't. You know, he's a gay dude to pick me up, and I really want to go that way.
White, black, Hispanic guy?
He's black.
So driving?
It was some type of black car. I'm not sure. My cousin got a black car too, but he had some type of black car. I'm not sure.
He didn't tell you his name or nickname or anything like that?
He did, but I really don't remember because I mean, like I said, he's gay. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder.
What corner were you waiting on? The south end by Alta Mesa or on the other end down
Well,
there?
I was waiting on that end down there, but he had passed. I guess he drove by me and I didn't know. So when he drove by me, that's when I started walking that way. And so I passed. I was waiting with a Alta Mesa and whatever, Wood Beach right there, and then I started walking back this way, and he just like in the middle of the street, past the house, past me, and I got in the car and we left. We left out the other way, going towards the 7-Eleven, and he took me to Arlington.
Okay. And whose house did you go to in Arlington?
Ton.
And that's on Cottonwood?
I'm not sure. I don't even know his street by heart. I went to his house.
And Tons is the big guy, right?
Yeah.
Is he bedridden?
Yeah, he don't get out the bed.
Okay. So you went there. Did they give you permission to go there, or you just knew you were okay to go there?
Always good to go
Just
there.
popped up. Okay. Did you tell them why you were there?
No, I just didn't want to go to my mama's house, so I just went over there.
Okay. So what happens then once you get there?
I spent the night, and I talked to Dez a little bit, because they got Wi-Fi over there, so I talked to Dez a little bit, and she already knew that the weird stuff that was going on over there, so I was like, that was my chance right there to leave to where we wasn't leaving to where it was like, I'm calling the police, and this odd thing is becoming a problem, so that was my opportunity, so I was like, I'm telling her, I'm not going back, so I'm coming. So that was that, and I left Ton house the next day. My cousin came over there, came and got me the next day.
The same cousin?
Edwin, he actually came and picked me up the next day, and I went to his house, and that was that.
Did you stay at his house for a couple of days, or did you leave out the same day?
Nah, a couple of days.
Okay. Do you ever go back to Wood Beach?
No.
Okay. Where do you go from your cousin's? Where does your cousin live anyway?
In Dallas.
House or an apartment?
Apartment.
Okay. Anybody else live there with him?
He got a roommate he's got a roommate that I've never seen.
Guy or girl or what?
A dude, he's
Guy. Okay. So you're there for a couple of days, and then you decide to come out here to Florida?
Yeah.
And
I already had decided.
okay. And Edwin, you mentioned Edwin got you the ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get to the bus station?
He took me to the bus station.
Was it in Fort Worth or Dallas,
Dallas.
Arlington, where?
Dallas.
You remember what time you left out of there?
Not really. I think it was kind of late, though. I think it was a late ticket.
Okay.
I know it was late. It was a late time. I mean, late departure, I have to say.
And bear with me because I don't ride the bus very much, or I think I did once or twice in my life. But do they check your ID when you get on the bus? You just
I
get a
didn't have
ticket?
to because I didn't have to.
Okay, so you just gave them a ticket?
I just had a number. I didn't get a ticket. I just had a number. I just had to go to the thing and put in a number.
Oh, you punch in your number and
Yeah,
it prints it or
the
something?
number.
Okay.
They just give you the ticket.
Gotcha. Do you have any clothes or anything with you?
Yeah, I had a bag with me.
Where were those clothes from?
Where the clothes that I had, my clothes. I don't give a
Were
shit.
they not the clothes that were over on Wood Beach? Because you said you didn't take any clothes from Wood Beach, right?
No, I did when the ride got there. I told you I took out walking. I left my bin right there. But when the ride got there, I took my clothes.
Okay, so from the very get-go, when you left the house, you had your bin, but you kind of set it down.
Yeah, I set it down for the
Okay.
side 'cause I didn't want to be walking around with it.
All right, so when he picked you up, you put it in the car.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were wearing when you left Dallas? Like clothes-wise?
No, I really don't.
What-
Yeah, I had, yes, I do. I had on some brown pants. I had on brown pants. I remember that much.
What color shirt?
Flowers, had flowers black with like burgundy flowers on
A T-shirt or like a
it.
button-down?
Like leather, not t-shirt, like with the leather front part of it.
Had leather on it?
Yeah,
Were you wearing a ball cap or anything?
I think so. Yeah. I
What
think so.
color?
Black and black.
Black hat? Okay. So you get to Dallas, and then you end up coming down here, and I guess at some point Desiree picks you up.
Yeah.
Correct? All right. At what point do you hear that something may have happened back over at Angela's house?
The same day that my ticket, that I'm supposed to leave, on my ticket, this girl, no, hold on, okay, hold on, what was it? What was it? No. Somebody, a girl, I want to say Gina, somebody hit me up and said that one of my Facebook friends had been contacting all of my friends, and this Facebook friend doesn't know none of these friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, and was like trying to find out where was I and what happened, what's going on. So then, next thing you know, somebody told me when I got in contact with her, well, she got in contact with somebody. So when I got in contact with them, they was like, they found that girl dead in her house. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, dude, I really need to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. That was like, when I found that out, I want to say that I had been in my cousin's house for like 2-3 days already. So, I don't know. I got scared.
Did you already have the ticket, or you bought the ticket after you find out?
No, the ticket was already bought.
So it was already purchased?
Yes, yeah.
All right. So when you left the house, was Cortez still back at the house?
No,
Where was he at?
I have no idea.
Did you call him and say, hey, I'm leaving, don't come over here?
I couldn't remember the number. But at first I was knowing the number. I know it was like 94092 something, but then I just couldn't remember. But I had called him, and then I had tried to reach him on Facebook, and he didn't respond back. But I ended up losing my phone that I was getting on Facebook for, and I can't even remember my
Phone number?
no, the password. I lost my cell phone in Mobile, Alabama, and I couldn't.
So you lost it during the bus ride?
Say what?
During the bus ride, you lost it?
Yeah, they had some type of way we was late, and they had to put us in the hotel room, and I mean,
So were you delayed on getting to Florida?
yeah.
To get here?
I'm not sure the exact date. I just know it was the next day. From whatever day I left, I was supposed to get to Florida the next day.
What time did you get in town?
What do you mean? What?
Like, you were supposed to be here that day, but you didn't show up, so it was obviously the next day, right?
Yeah, I had to spend the night in Mobile, Alabama.
Do you remember what time you got in? Like, when you actually got into town, do you remember what time you got here in Florida? What time of day it was?
Early. It was early in the morning.
Like, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock?
I know when I had to spend the night in Mobile, we left the first bus out. So I think we left like 4 or 5 in the morning. We made it here like I think 7, 8 in the morning, something like that.
So a couple hours later.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the deal with the bus?
I guess we just pulled up late. The driver was taking us, and when we was in Houston, the driver was just like, the bus got there late, and then they was dealing with something with one of the, man, they was just tripping. And from my departure time, let's say we departed from Houston, I don't remember what time or whatever, but just giving an example, if we were supposed to leave Houston at 1 in the morning, we didn't leave till like 2:30 in the morning. So they put us off track. When we made it to Mobile, it was already off track. When we made it to Mobile, the bus that was that I supposed to be on, they already came and left.
Gotcha.
And the next bus that was coming this way wasn't going to be until like 4 or 5 in the morning, so I had to stay.
What hotel did y'all stay at?
Holiday Inn.
Everybody got their own room?
Yeah.
And did they put it in your name or somebody else's name?
They just got us a room.
They didn't ask for no name?
I didn't have to get no ID or nothing. They just took their ticket and got us a room.
Did they give you breakfast the next morning?
At the
hotel?
No, at the bus station.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So then you've been here pretty much ever since then?
Yeah.
Staying with Desiree, who you met online?
Scared to death. Mm-hmm.
And how did you meet her online? I mean, what kind of, did you have common friends, or how did you meet her?
Man, she just hit me up just like
She just
the rest
saw
of
you
them.
somehow?
Just like the rest of them. Just
You didn't know any of her family members, anything like that? And had y'all talked on the phone before even chatting?
I had talked on the phone before, but mainly it was on Facebook because
Yeah.
it's kind of hard.
She was cool with you staying at her house? Did you ever tell her about what was, the girl that you used to mess around with or stay with in her bed?
No, I was scared to tell her because I thought that would scare her. I didn't want to tell her that.
And obviously you were on the run, right? Parole?
Yeah, I was already on the run.
Did she know about that?
No. Only time, I'm not trying to incriminate her, only time I told her, I'm just going to be honest with you, the only time I told her that is because she noticed my paranoid acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that I was doing. So,
Yeah, like trying to avoid the police?
stuff like I didn't want to go nowhere. I didn't want to get in the car. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, that was kind of suspicious to her. So I just gave her a little bit, just, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't know nothing.
Obviously she knew at one time you had an ankle monitor, right?
Yes.
And she knew you probably set it off. So
I
you
mean, you know, so I could easily tell her I worked it out.
Yeah.
So I mean, she don't know nothing about Texas or.
So you never really left the house since you've been here, like on visit and sightseeing and stuff like that?
I mean, to the store, get something to eat or something like that. That's about it. And not really like that much either.
To my understanding, she's got other family that stays there as well.
She
right?
got a bunch of daughters. She's 46 years old. She's got grown kids. She got grown Kids.
And you were cool with them, and they were cool with you being there?
Mm-hmm. No problems at all.
You ever been to Florida before?
Yeah.
How'd you end up over here?
What you
Like
mean?
before?
Oh, I had kids living in Florida, West Palm Beach.
Was this with Levita or somebody else?
No, Charisma.
Okay. Charisma. You got any questions over what we covered so far?
You talked a lot about messaging people on Facebook, and you have to bear with me because I don't do Facebook or any of that. But do you know the names? Like, do you have to have an email address with your Facebook or a password with your Facebook, or can anybody just get on it? Because what I want to do is I want to be able to tell some people who know how to use Facebook, hey, this guy, he was talking to these people. He was hitting these people up for a ride. He was doing this. And so I can show that on Facebook if I can get access to that.
I'm still kind of confused.
Do you know how to allow someone access to your Facebook?
They would have to have my password.
Okay, and do you
You're
know...
saying to actually be and look at my messages, or just to go to my page and look at my page?
to look at your messages, so I can
Yeah,
see...
they would have to have my password.
Okay, is that something you would be willing to give us so
I
that
would
we
even
can
have
see
it,
those?
or I would access it.
You don't know your passwords?
You know, like when you have a phone and let's
It
say
remembers you?
Yeah, it remembers, so you just have to press on it and it just automatically allows you in. So I done got accustomed to doing that, and now I forgot my password.
Okay, so
And I
the
lost
only
that phone,
thing you
so I can't
remember
log in.
about the Facebook is that there's two accounts.
Yeah.
One under your name, Q1 Homes, and one under Smash Bleed, Smash Blood. What is the second one?
Smash Bleed.
Smash Bleed. But you don't remember the passwords or the emails associated with them?
Yeah, I remember the emails.
But that is a Gmail account that you use with the Smash Bleed. Okay.
Did Desiree know in advance that you were coming down here?
Yeah.
And when did you first communicate with her that you were coming?
From the get-go, I told her, when we first started talking on Facebook, I told her, I'm like, first of all, I always want to live in Florida. I just prefer to live in South Florida, you know what I'm saying? But I always want to live, you know what I mean? This has been my objective. I don't like Texas, period, you know what I'm saying?
Where were you born?
In Indiana.
Indiana, okay. Go ahead.
So, but I've been in Texas all my life, really, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I know she probably knew during conversation, hey, I want to get to Florida, but when did she know you were serious, like, I'm on my way right now to Florida?
Plenty of time before I left. Plenty of time before I left. It just seemed like to her that I was bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And then it went from me supposed to come down there to now I'm over here at this girl's house, you know what I'm saying? I was just, you know, she said come over and watch movies. I didn't know everything was going to transpire like that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know the chain of events was going to take place, so.
And how were you able to communicate with her once you were in town that you needed to ride from the parade house?
Different people's phones.
What's Desiree's phone number? And I know you said you didn't want to incriminate her, but she had no idea about what happened to Angelica.
No.
You didn't want to spook her. The only thing she knew about is that you may be on the run from parole or whatever.
Yeah. And that was after I was already down here for days when I told her that.
Okay.
And I told her, and like I told her, I said it's not a felony charge to be, I mean, I told her the truth, but only half of it. I mean, I told her the truth according to that charge. I'm like, that's not a felony charge, it's not nothing, you know what I'm saying, parole violation. You cut your leg monitor off, worst case scenario, they come get me from down here, they take me up there, and I'm back out in 60 days, 90 days, parole violation, if that, you know what I'm saying, so.
You were going to be due up in February, right?
Yeah, my parole's going to be up in February.
Desiree has an adult son. I guess that's a gang member in this area. Did you know him at all prior to come down here?
Mm-hmm.
You just met him once you were here?
Mm-hmm.
You guys get along pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a former or current blood member?
Former.
Former? Which one?
Truman.
Truman Street, East Side?
Mm-hmm.
Why Fort Worth or why the East Side if you're kind of an Arlington guy?
Because I'm not really from Arlington.
Not really from Arlington?
But I've been back and forth all my life. Fort Worth, Arlington, Fort Worth, Arlington, Fort Worth, Arlington.
Okay. So when you would go to Fort Worth, mostly on the east side of Fort Worth?
Yeah.
That's where you would hang
all
out?
over Fort Worth, but mainly on the east side.
Okay. So when did you get out of the blood gang?
When I got older, like the last time when I came home from prison, I I wasn't feeling, I mean, sometimes I just kind of, they just kind of come out a little bit, but it just, really, you know what? The first time I came here to Florida,
Time to get out.
yeah, when you live somewhere where everybody's gang banging, you know what I'm saying, it's different. But when you come somewhere where nobody talking about their blood, nobody talking about their Crip, and they black like me, or they Mexican or Cuban or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and white, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they just living life, and you see a whole other part of life. Like when I went to West Palm Beach, I seen a different part of life, you know what I'm saying? That's what made it like Florida. It was diverse and multicultural, and they wasn't worried about it's gangs, but it's not like Fort Worth, and it's not blood and Crip like that. I mean.
Gotcha. I gotta ask you, I keep looking at it, what's the deal with what's on the edge of your eyebrows?
That's CK.
CK, on both sides?
East side, CK.
So east side, what's the
You know what that means, man.
East side, Crip killer.
You know what that means. Both of y'all.
I'll
be trying to play it down like y'all know
we work patrol on the east side. I actually went to Dunbar High School, man, believe it or not.
I never made the high school, man. I've never made it. Well, except Sam Houston. I went to Sam Houston for like a little month or two.
So your eyebrows don't grow out right there, or is it just, you just keep shaving it?
I mean, I used to shave them, but they just like don't really grow that much thick right there no more because I shaved them so much in prison.
Yeah.
Don't really grow that much.
Well, hey, we've been going for about an hour and a half. You need a break, restroom, or anything like that?
Yeah, probably so.
What you need? Restroom?
Restroom.
More water?
That's probably just gonna make me. Yeah, I'll take another water.
Let me see what the restroom's at hand for these guys. So what year were you supposed to have graduated in? If you had gone all the way through?
I think 04, I think 2004.
So you're 30, 31 right now?
I'm 30.
I see you got a little scar right there. What happened there?
Oh yeah, I got stabbed by my sister.
In Arlington?
Like Irving.
Oh, dang. You got a different sister or Trashida?
I only got one sister, Trashida.
Trashida.
I ain't trying to incriminate her.
No, I mean, you gotta file that report.
I got cursed out by doctors and everything.
Because you don't want to do anything about it?
Yeah, I lied and told them I fell down some stairs, and they was doing construction on the stairs, and it cut my stomach, and first thing come out the doctor's mouth, you're a damn liar. You're me, that's a clean cut. That's a clean cut. And I was like, man, you here to help me or what? What do you want to do?
You trying to save my life? Or you trying to
It's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm just going to go to another hospital. You know what? You're right. It's our job to take care of you. Just sit here and chill. He played it off. He left out, and police walked right up, fully left out. And I... That's it.
Here's our restroom just across the hall. Here's another water.
If you get thirsty, we can open it later.
The restroom with it closed for now?
Yeah, leave it alone.
Can we take him out there?
Yeah, we can walk him right out across the hall. Take the cap off.
Yeah, please. Because it's kind of hard for me.
You good, man? Hey, Q1, one thing I forgot to ask you. Besides your great tub with clothes, is there anything else that you took from that house, whether it's yours or not yours?
The 2 flash screens she gave me, I took them, but I had took them before, I took them away from the house before all that, so.
Before the incident?
Yeah,
Before the last time she told you to leave because she had a guy coming over? That was the last time, right?
Yeah, that was the last time.
So you remember how many days prior to that you took the TVs?
Probably about 2-3 days, 2-3 days.
And where did you take those to?
To Thomas' house.
Okay. You remember what brand TVs they were?
Nah, I really don't, because I ain't have no intentions on keeping them.
You know what size they were?
I really don't.
You said they were small?
But one of them was a little small, one of them was a little bigger.
So they're kind of different sizes?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wasn't just small, neither one of them was small, like, but there's two TVs in the garage.
Why did she give you those two?
She just gave them to me, she had no use for them.
They work?
Yeah. She told me one of them, I could put it in the room with Cortez if I wanted to. I never did, because she always want to be in the garage. So
And
I wanted the money.
what happened to those TVs later?
I sold them.
You sold them? Who'd you sell them to?
I didn't know them. I didn't know who they was.
How'd you get in touch with these people you sold them to?
I'm not the one that got in touch with them. Somebody named Joe.
Joe Smith?
I don't know his last name. He lived with time.
Drives a Maroon Expedition?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. How much you sell them for?
I can't even remember. It's a couple $100, I think. Couple hundred.
Okay. Did you ever tell Cortez you sold those TVs? Did he ever ask you what happened to them after you took them from there? Was he aware that she had given them to you?
I told him while he was still there. I told him if he wanted to use one and put it in the room, he could, but he never did. So.
Okay. All right, man. Well, here's the deal, Q1. Obviously, we've been able to get some of your story here. I think, you've been able to read Detective Peyton and I. I don't know what you were expecting. I don't know if you were expecting kind of what you see on TV where people come in here and yell at you and scream at you and bang on the table. That's not the kind of guys we are, man. And to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from you. I thought you were going to be a hardcore felon because, obviously you've been around the block. We did our homework. All this includes stuff about you and other people that we've dealt with in this case, okay? So, honestly, I really didn't know what to expect, okay? I thought you were going to be a hardcore, MF, and, I don't want, just being hardcore, especially being from the east side. I grew up on the east side, and I know how some of those guys are. We work the east side. We know how it is. But I think this is a different type of situation here. I mean, I think you're not the guy that I was expecting here. We've been doing this for about 7 years each, and we deal with all kinds of guys, man. Guys that don't give a shit, that just don't give a shit. They f up, and they know they f up, they're going to move on. We also deal with guys that have f up, and, all right, I'll f up, and I'm going to do the right thing. And we've dealt with guys that have been part of a case where other people have been involved in that same case, similar to this one, where they have family members and people that they care very much about that kind of got caught up in the case, for lack of a better word. And I think that's what we're dealing with now. And, we've got this case back on June 12th, and we're talking about going on 3 weeks, roughly, maybe a little longer now. And I can tell you that every single day for the last 21, 22 days, we've been working this nonstop around the clock. This is only half of what we have. The other half, they want to bring it on the plane, so it's back at the office. You're a smart guy. We're going to talk to anybody and everybody that may have information. We've had people call the office with information. We've had people call the tip hotline with information. And our job is to follow up on that, because we wouldn't be doing our job unless we talk to everybody that wants to talk to us, especially about a case.
I mean, our relationship was public. I mean, we blasted out on Facebook.
Yeah, so everybody knew about you.
They see this girl dead, and people going,
he
was there, he was
there. And I agree. And I can tell you that we've had cases like that where we're able to clear people out pretty quick, and there's times that we haven't been able to clear people out pretty quick, so our job is to try to clear those people out. So,
did y'all look at her ex-boyfriend, the one she had?
We looked at everybody, man.
The one she had the restraining order on?
The restraining order, the guy that was about to go to court and get his time sentenced. We looked at him. We looked at the guy that she dated right before you. He had a black Charger Challenger, one of those. And
was that Warren?
Well, I can't talk about other people, just like I'm not going to talk to them about you. Okay. But I can tell you that everybody was consistent with the last person that she dated. To the description, family members, which was people thought that Cortez was actually your biological son. So people called about a 17-year-old son that you had that we were able to identify. So we've done our work, man. And, we can't continue to go on with the case without turning every stone over, okay? And at one point, we ended up with Zondadric. And you may or may not be aware, which I think you are because you're a smart guy, he was arrested.
Yeah, I know he was arrested.
Okay, he was arrested. And I don't know how close you guys are, how tight you are, what you believe, what kind of guy he is, or not, what kind of man he is. But I can tell you that Zondadric has never caught himself in a position where he is facing a capital murder case. We're talking about life or death here, as far as punishment. So whether or not you think that he's the type of guy that's not going to talk to us, that's not going to give us what we need to know, he's going to sit there and take his licks, this ain't the kind of case where he was going to do that. I think he tried, but at the end of the day, he knew that we had way too much information on this case regarding him and regarding other people that may have been with Zondadric, and he told us the truth. Okay? Not only that, we have video of pretty much play-by-play on what happened. And I know you probably talked to your mom, or I don't know if you talked to your mom, but he called your mom and told your mom, Mom, they got play-by-play about what happened. I couldn't lie to them. I told them what happened. Okay? And he asked your mom, and I'm not bullshitting here. I haven't bullshitted you once since we've been here, and I'm going to fly straight with you because I think you need to fly straight here too. He told your mom, just tell my brother he needs to do what he needs to do to get some of these years off of me. And I'm not bullshitting about that, man. That's 100% truth. Okay? He said, you need to tell my brother to do what he's got to do to get some years off of me. That is something that I would have never thought about saying or even coming up with those kind of words. That's straight from his mouth. Okay? He gave me and gave Detective Pate details about what happened in that house, very specific, that only he would have known. And we knew that at one point he came back to the house. We didn't understand why he would have come back to that house. Okay? And I'm not going to give you about what he told us leading up to why he came up to the house, but I'm going to tell you because I want you to believe me that he told us what happened, okay? He told us that he came back to that house, and he was locked out of the house when he tried to get back in. He jumped the fence. The back door was locked. He broke the door with his elbow and cut himself all up. And he had to wrap his arm around with a T-shirt, okay? And then he left out the front door, and he was actually supposed to have been at work when all this was going on, and he left work to come hang out with you and then shoot the fan, and then what happens, and then he ends up having to break back into the house, and then he ends up going back to work to finish off his shift, okay? I'm telling you that we wouldn't have had those details without have gotten it from him. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I know, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I did not kill that girl, so everything that you're saying, I don't really care because I know that
you got to care.
I did not kill her.
If you didn't kill her, then Zondadric killed her.
I did not kill her.
Because I can say without a fact that you, Zondadric, and Cortez Sims were the last three in that house when she was alive. The car pulls up. I'll give you a little bit more, and this is the last I'm going to give you because I'm only trying to help you out, bro, and I'm trying to help you to help Zondadric and help the 17-year-old kid that supposedly you care about. The car pulls up. Zondadric goes in. I tell you what kind of car you drive. Driving a silver car. Driving his girl's Tiffany's car. Drives in, drives up, goes in the house. A few minutes later, they're coming out with shit, and you're coming out at some point with some stuff too. Okay? Cortez ends up not getting in the car at the end of the day when you guys leave. He ends up calling a ride. And that car pulls up. It's a black Charger with black wheels. He gets in that car. Y'all kind of meet over at the car, and then he leaves. You get in the passenger seat, and you leave with Zondadric. About an hour later, he's coming back, breaking into the house. It's there, man. So the thing is, either he did it or you did it. Maybe even Cortez, but I don't think Cortez because we haven't quite eliminated him yet. But I know for a fact that either Zondadric or you're the ones that ended up shooting that lady. So that's kind of where we're at, man. So honestly, we made this trip for you and for your brother, really, because he said you need to talk to him. And when he called his mom, your mom, he told her, tell my brother to do what he's got to do to get some of these years off of him. That's kind of where we're at, man. So at the end of the day, we're here for you. You want to stick to the story you just gave us about how you weren't there, that's fine, because the way we're going to write it up is that this is what you told us. People are going to down the road are the ones that are going to look at this, and they're going to look at you as that person that doesn't give a shit, as a hardcore criminal that just ended up killing this woman for whatever reason, who knows what, or it's this guy that may have made a mistake. And right now, I know what Zondadric's telling me, but I got to hear that from you. Because at the end of the day, either he did it, or you did it, or both of y'all did it. Because right now, both of y'all are in the same pot. Kind of where we're at, man. And I haven't bullshit you one time since we've been here, and I don't intend to do that.
You have.
I have? Okay, which part?
I prefer not to say.
Okay.
Just one key thing is how I know. I just want to terminate
So
the
what-
interview right now. I want to terminate the interview, and I rather speak with a lawyer before I do talk anymore.
Okay. Well, you have that right, okay? What's going to happen from here, don't say another word, you terminate it, but I'm going to kind of explain to you what's happening now. You're probably going to be here until you get brought to Fort Worth. Zon Dadrick's already in jail, and he's going to be charged with capital murder. I know there's other people that were aware of the situation, including your mom, your sister, and Tiffany, Ton, and Joseph, and a couple other guys that live in that house, and I'll be dealing with them as well. So that's kind of where we're at, all right? I don't know when you're going to end up back in Fort Worth. I'll leave you a card if you decide you want to set the record straight. Call me or send me a kite or have your mom or somebody give me a shot. Fair enough? All right.
Can you put it in this pocket for me?
Yeah, I'll put it in there. I'm gonna take pictures of your tattoos and stuff, okay? The interview portion is over, okay, but I just have to document it. Can you stand up for me? And how, can I get that shirt?
You gotta do it. I can't even.
Okay,
I barely
yeah.
can scratch my face.
That looks painful. I mean, I don't like the way you go, whenever you move your arm, so. You have tattoos on your back?
Yeah.
I don't know how I can get pictures of your back with that on, but. Can you hold your arm out? Just, this ain't very specific.
Can you slide them down my hand, please? Or let
Tell me how you want them.
just put them down my hand.
We asked them to take them off, to be honest with you. But where's that scar from?
Sister stabbed me.
Your sister?
Yeah.
I don't think we can get to the back. All right, we'll get those another time. That's good enough for now.
Did you get the eyes?
Let me just get a close-up of your face.
What's TSB stand for?
Trump Street Blood.
I got you.
Look through that and see if let me see that, man.
That's good.
No, that's my water right there.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
You put the card in my pocket.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, you've been in Tarrant County before, right?
Yeah.
So, it's easy to get a hold of us, okay? You wanna talk, we'll do.
All right.
I know after you think about things you'll want to talk to. I mean, I can tell you ain't that guy, so just not right now, maybe another time, give us a call.
All right.
Talk, okay?
All right.
Q-On Holmes was found guilty of the capital murder of Angela Gagne and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Zon Dadrick Holmes was also charged with murder. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.